How's everybody doing today? Let's go. Let's go. I don't know where we're going, but let's go. Um, this. We'll put this up here. We'll go live. Go live on Twitch. Give me a second. Put on monetization, and we can get started. How's everybody doing today? How is everybody? Let's go to subscribers only. All right. Good morning, special ed. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Pudgy. First like, Mr. Nice Guy. Thank you for hitting the like button. We got one like, so it's definitely you. I appreciate it. I really do. Let's see if people are on Twitch. We got one viewer on Twitch. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Living the dream. I mean, the dream could be a lot better, but we are living, I guess, some sort of a dream. Hopefully it's not a simulation, right? I got 2. Well, now I have 7. I have 7 likes now. So good morning, everybody. It's been a little bit. We're probably only going to go live today for about an hour. I have the kids home with me again. So yeah, we'll go live for about an hour. Live streams have been they've been great to be able to have conversations, but they haven't been great on the amount of views. So it's not saying that it's a waste of time or anything, but once we get the conversation over with and what our main goal of today is and what we're looking at, I mean, that's pretty much it. And then we can get into videos and all that stuff and different content that we have across platforms, maybe spending more time on Patreon and all that stuff. Because I'm going to put out a lot more. I want to put out a lot more on Patreon and put a lot of focus towards that, because it's people that really want to have conversations, with me, and, be able to, change their investing styles and all that stuff. So I just recently put out a video on Patreon, which I'll get into a little bit later, but I put out a video on Patreon talking about how I'm going to spend a lot more time on that platform. Are you into NFTs? I have some NFTs, but I can't say that that's like my heavy investment or one of my heavy investment styles. No. But I have NFTs. I have a Lunapunk NFT. I have 2 Ballies NFTs. I have 2 Lunatics token NFTs. And I have a couple more. I want a loaded lion, but I just never got around to getting one. Hey, Matt, good morning. What do you think about this bullish momentum? It's going to continue, or is it a dead cat bounce? I don't think it's a dead cat bounce, but I can't say that I think that this is the bull run, that we are seeing here, or this is the beginning of the bull run. We're seeing it has to start somewhere. And if we're going to start out the new year, in seeing gains, which I don't know if it's going to start out this early. If we're going to start out the new year seeing gains, it's got to start somewhere. And I think this will be a great place to start. However, we could see multiple pullbacks or resistances that we see at certain levels. So do I think that this is the bullish momentum that we need? I think we needed green, but this isn't bullish momentum. This is just a green day. Like, we're up 1%. If we're up more than that, like if we're up like 4% or 5%, then we have a bullish day, right? But up 1%, in my opinion, is not really a bullish day. We're back up to an $800 billion market cap, but still is at a very, very low point. So when we see this absolutely skyrocket, we haven't seen one of those days in a while, to where we're up 5%, 10%. We've seen days that we're down 5% or 10%, but we haven't seen days that we were up a hell of a lot across the entire market, and that's what I really, really want to see. So anyways, let's just show you where the market is. So the market currently is at $806 billion or $807 billion market cap. We're seeing a 1.47% increase today, which is good because we've been seeing a lot of red lately. Bitcoin's dominance is going down by 0.16%. It's at 39% total. We do see Ethereum that's up by 1.65. Bitcoin that's up by 1%. You're seeing Dogecoin that's up by about 3%. Cardano up by 3%. Polygon up by about 3% as well. Litecoin is up quite a bit at 7% in the last 24 hours. If you see Shiba Inu, that's up by 1.5%. Solana is up by 10.5%, which is a really, really big jump compared to everything else in the market. If you scroll down here, you're going to see Atom is up by 5.6%. I don't know what OKB, I haven't ever invested in that, but that's up about 11%. 6% for ApeCoin, 1.5% for Quant, 4% for Algorand. I know that's down at a very low level at 18 cents. That's definitely an investable point. It's just right now it's up 4%, which is a little bit of an increase. I don't really like to invest during green days. You see 13% for LDO, 13.5%. And then Terra Luna Classic is up by 3 or 4% right now. So yeah, there's an update where we are. Good morning, Matt. Happy New Year to you and your family. Yep, Happy New Year to you too. Do you think LUNC will be able to hit 1 cent this year? Do I think LUNC will be able to hit 1 cent this year? I think it's able to hit 1 cent when we see the market start to run, because 1 cent is a $60 billion market cap. So you need some sort of bullish momentum in order to see that. So do I think so? Yes, I do believe that it will hit it or get very, very close to it. Maybe 0.008, getting 80% of a penny or something like that. But depending on what happens with the burns, if we see more and more burns, then we could see that happen a lot quicker. So overall, yes, I do think it can get there. Definitely a small bounce. Market's probably just going to go sideways for the next few months. Yeah, I hope not. I hope we see some really, really bullish momentum in the first quarter, because then it gets us started for the rest of the year, because we had a horrible year in the crypto market, in the stock market, everywhere, in markets in general, right? The only market that was increasing for me was my Funko Pop market, where my Funko Pops went from being worth $2,000 to $7,000. So that's the only thing that has had any type of increase from what I've seen. The real estate market, I know a lot of people are pissed because people like Dave Ramsey came out here and talked about, oh, well, you know what? Now's the best time to buy because if you buy, it's going to do nothing but increase over these prices. Well, people were buying them for like $100,000 over asking and like $50,000 over asking. They were buying their house for so much, and now it's coming back down to like regular prices, and people are getting upset because it's like, all right, well, now I own a house that's worth less than what I paid for it. And not only just worth less, but like $50,000 or $100,000 less than what I paid for it. So that's a big kind of screw up there for anybody that bought a house really in like 2022. Puts have been doing my portfolio good for the last few months. I hear you. I hear you. You think LUNC would be? I read that. Check out Bulls and Apes project, BAP for short. They have amazing utility for their NFTs. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to give it a look. It's always great to see actual utility for NFTs because I know there's NFTs out there that just hold value based on what they are or who made them. And I don't know how long that value holds up depending on how popular that person is. You know what I mean? And some just hold value based on the fact that they were created and, people are buying them, I guess. I really don't know what really gives them any type of value. Guys, we have 55 people here and we have 15 likes. If you guys could hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Again, we're going to go until about 7:30. Yeah. So for about an hour. So let's get some questions in. Let's talk about the crypto market. Currently, again, it's up. Love seeing the crypto market up. ADA bought Solana today. You bought Solana today, or you say Cardano bought Solana today? What do you? Whoops. ADA wants Solana blockchain. Massively dominated the Ethereum, Polygon. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Are you saying you bought Solana, or you bought ADA and Solana? I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about. It's nice to see a green day. Hopefully it holds. Yes, I agree. What regarding the 37-cent prediction in February? Regarding the 37-cent prediction in February. For what? XRP and HBAR. They're both good plays. Well, XRP, I don't look at HBAR much. Cardano bought Solana today. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Matt, is it still worth investing in ADA? Yeah, I believe ADA will be big. ADA definitely is worth investing, especially down at these prices. I didn't expect it to get this low, but then again, I didn't expect anything to get as low as it did, or as low as it is now. And things like BNB. I mean, BNB stays pretty much consistent or flat, I guess. It has decreased a little bit, but it hasn't had as much of a decrease as I thought it would have. I thought ADA BNB would find a way to get down to $100, but it didn't. Especially from the high of like $600 or $700. It is going back its all-time high, and it would be easy 10x. It could definitely get higher. I would agree. That's why I have invested in ADA and waiting for that to push up heavily, because I believe I have like 7,000 or 10,000. I'm not 100% sure of exactly how much I have, but it's somewhere around those levels. Market looks good. Yeah, market doesn't look bad at all. I'll take it people aren't getting notifications because we got 70 people here. Let me take this live stream and let me share it on my own channel. This is crazy that people don't get notifications. I understand that, if I put out more videos, less notifications go out, because you don't want to overwhelm someone with notifications. So I understand what YouTube is doing. But there should be notifications on things like you select what the notifications would go out on. So like if you have a live stream, notifications automatically go out. Videos, maybe those don't have automatic notifications on them, or something. I don't know. I would like notifications to go out for everything, but I also don't want to over notify people. So maybe I'll let people know that are a part of my Discord group. Now I can't make the Discord group free because people tend to any place that they go that's not paid, yeah, it's not paid for, scammers come through and they always try and impersonate me, and it's just a problem. So if we know that you're paying to get into the Patreon to get into the Discord group, then that's a different story. So we will find a way to automatically update people, everybody, when I have maybe I should make like the Discord level like $1. I don't know if that's even a thing. Make the Discord level like a dollar or $2 or something, so that so many people can be a part of it and get those notifications. That may be an option, but we'll figure out what the best bet is. Let me see. Let me sorry. Let me share this video. Boom. No video found. What are you even talking about? Okay, fine. I'll just do this. It's going to take me there. And yeah. I appreciate all the people that are here, the 80 people that are watching right now. I do appreciate all of you guys. But remember, we're only going till about 7:30 because I have both the kids home with me. Typically, we would try and go to about 8 or 8:30. But yeah. Okay, there we go. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year to you too, Lunatics Token. It's amazing how my account move up on a little pump. Can't imagine the bull run amount. What's the future of Matic Token and Polygon? What's the future of Matic Token and Polygon? I like both of those plays. You know, Matic for me, when it comes to an investment, it shows so much potential in where it can go, especially with basically all the supply that is out there. 87% of the supply is out there. If you look at all history, you've seen this up to a level of, or in the last year, you've seen this up to a level of $2.58. I understand how things have been coming back for more than a year. So if you look at all history, you're going to see this above that level, about $2.72. You have seen that. So this has had the ability to, not skyrocket, but at least increase to, way higher levels. Now, right now it is consolidating. It's at some of these levels here around 80, 70 cents. We've seen it down here at this 34-cent level. That would have been amazing to be a part of. But you can expect multiple returns from it. I expect Polygon to be really, really big from an investment side. Currently sitting at a $6.7 billion market cap. That's the only thing you have to understand, is that it is at a $6 billion market cap. So when you start to get to the billions, you start to limit yourself on the amount of gains you can have. The same thing goes with Polkadot. I'm sorry. You said Polygon. Wait, what? Polygon and those are the same thing. What do you? Yeah, those are the same thing. So yeah, that's my opinion. I thought you were talking about Polkadot and Polygon for some reason. For some reason, I heard Polkadot. It's amazing how account is moving up. Solana is pumping. It's crazy how my account. I just went over my update for the end of the year, as well as going into the new year, where my account is, and it went from a level that I felt was a lot higher to a level that's a lot lower here. Seeing Terra Luna Classic drop down, seeing Shiba Inu drop down to some of these levels, seeing all of the other positions that I'm in drop down to lower levels. It's kind of crazy to see that you go from $52,000 down to $41,000, in your overall account. And that's the that's from the different cryptocurrencies that you're holding because you're not day trading. If I was day trading or had simple swing trades, then yes, you can profit all day from some of these plays, which I've seen different profits, unrealized profits that I could have taken. However, I'm in it for the longer term position because especially how things are moving, this is kind of where millionaires are made. Investing at these points and seeing things absolutely skyrocket in future years. So, yeah, here's a legit. Wait, woke up at 3 a.m., drove to work only to find out I didn't need to work today. Well, you should have probably knew that already. Like, I feel like people know their schedules, right? Wonder when Kronos will get to its all-time high again. That's a good question. I'm wondering it as well. I feel like its all-time high. Um, I feel like as we see more that may be burning off, or as we see more, utility for CRO, the all-time high is just like inevitable. But surpassing the all-time high for me, I think is definitely going to happen easily. CRO gets back up to those levels. It's an easy $80,000 that I would have, and I'm sure other people would have, a decent amount as well. Now, surpassing that, then you start to get into the hundreds of thousands of dollars for one investment. This is why I say that, right now, investing, gets you to a point where you can make so much out of it. Like imagine if you were investing at 99 cents. You're investing at 99 cents or 90 cents, and you're able to buy way less. Like if you're buying $1,000 worth, you're buying 1,000. But if you buy $1,000 worth right now, you're buying like 10,000, if not a little bit more than that, right? So you're buying a hell of a lot right now to turn it into what it can be in the future. This is why investing now will make you so much money in the future. The same thing goes with Shiba Inu. Same thing goes with Terra Luna Classic. Same thing goes with Ethereum, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Polygon, whatever you're investing into. These times where we are seeing these smaller gains, larger decreases, you know, they give us the ability to invest into more shares or coins than what we would have at some of these high points. So, Matt, you still holding on to ADA? Am I still holding on to ADA? I bought ADA. I rebought ADA a while ago, maybe like a month ago, something like that. 2 months ago. I don't really remember exactly when, but yes, I'm still holding on to ADA. So if I go to my Coinbase, you're gonna see that I have 7,000 Cardano. I have 71 Harvest Finance, which is at $30. That's good to see. Crow Coin, I have 6,000 Ethereum, $6,000 worth of Ethereum, not 6,000 Ethereum, because that would be a lot of money. Algorand, Gitcoin, all of these here, which I probably should buy like more Gitcoin. I feel like Gitcoin has given me profits in the past. So, yeah. I haven't even showed anything. I was showing people my portfolio really quick. Anyways, Ethereum, Krill, Harvest Finance, Cardano, Tezos, Algorand, Gitcoin, Polymath, Loopring, Quant, Anchor, Aptos, Suku, ACH, Dogecoin a little bit, ApeCoin, the United States dollar, Ren. I have 300 Ren, which I believe can be a lot bigger. So I might want to invest into that position as well. Hold up. That's at 6 cents. So I might want to invest a little bit more into that position because I have seen that at a lot higher. Um, it's not really a super popular play. It does have 32 days of typical hold time, but we've seen this at a high point over here of 62 cents. So if we can buy some of these at 6 cents, that's a huge play, a huge increase. Now, I'm now 100% of the supply is out there, which is how many million? 100 million. Are they adding more to the supply? That might be a problem. That might be the issue that we are dealing with Ren, because it was at a lower supply. I thought maybe they have ability to mint. No, total is 1 billion. And they have one. Wow, yeah, total is 1 billion, and they have basically all of the supply that is out there. What was their highest market cap? Let's see. Their highest market cap was at a $1.4 billion market cap, multiple times. So we can definitely get back there, and that's at the highest price, which is over $1. So that might be a good play. It might be a good play. I might have to buy a little bit more of that, because that does show a little bit more promise. Like if you're looking at CRO, like this is the price of CRO. And I'm not saying that this can get to CRO market cap levels, but this is the price of CRO, but at a much lower supply. So that might have to be another play. Let me go ahead and just check this out. Yeah, I haven't looked at a lot of other things lately, so yeah, I'll have to definitely dive into that one. But if you want to write that down as a play, I'll definitely go into detail about what is Ren and what's the opportunity on my NFA channel if you guys want to see that. Perfect. Let's see. 86 people that are here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. Cardano, one Solana blockchain. I did see one article on that. I don't understand why CRO did not pump after they proved all the FUD wrong. It's because people are still skeptical about CEXs in general. You know, they feel like now that CEO or CRO or crypto.com has proved everybody wrong by giving them all the information, they now don't believe Binance, and understanding that Binance may be lying about certain things and not and just trying to deflect a little bit. So people are still skeptical about CEXs, and they're like, all right, well, you know what? I took it off of CEXs, let it all blow over, and then we will figure out where we're going from here. So the people that didn't not sell, but the people that got out of their position or moved their position, left it where it is, and they're waiting it out. Which is crazy because some people that moved it off of Binance moved to Trust Wallet, which is owned by Binance. So even though it's on the blockchain, so you can technically save it no matter what, it's still Trust Wallet is owned by Binance, which they tried to get away from. I'm going to get back to 35 this year, and I expect Ethereum to really skyrocket by the end of the year, around 3.5 to 4K easily. Not financial advice. So I expect Ethereum to go a lot further than that. I expect Ethereum to surpass its all-time highs. I expect Ethereum to actually, in my opinion, take over Bitcoin when it comes to the highest by market cap. So yes, I expect it to get up to those levels, but I expect it to surpass those levels. Maybe not by the end of the year, depending on how 2023 goes. If 2023 really does have the official bull run in it, then yes, it's surpassing it and everything is coming true. However, if we don't see that official bull run, if we see a lot of negative news that comes on, throughout the year, then it's going to be another year to where maybe we're just slightly increasing rather than seeing a large, increase. I don't think we're going to see any crazy lower levels than where we've already been. Buy Trump cards. I'm sure they have popularity to them. Hey man, I sent my address on your Twitter last night for LUNC. Oh yeah, you did. I'll send you some Terra Luna Classic. I know you sent that. I'll send you like just for the hell of it. I'll send you like whatever I have, like 50,000 that's in my actual open wallet. Is it? You send me a Terra address or was it a MetaMask address? Let me see if you did. See if I can find it. There's a lot of notifications here. Maybe I just go to the post. I'll just go to the post. You put it on my regular post, right? Now I'm not just sending everybody Terra Luna Classic, but someone hasn't asked nicely lately, and he asked nicely. So some MetaMask address. Is that MetaMask? Is that MetaMask? See if I could. I timed out. Go back. Go back. What the heck's going on here? Go to assets. Yeah, let me go to Twitter, and let me go in here. Yeah, someone asked nicely, so let me copy that address. And I think it's here. Let's see. That seems good to me. I think it's a MetaMask address. I want to make sure. Yeah, so I'm just gonna send 100,000. Hopefully that's good. I mean, something is nothing, but or something is. Wait, what? It's something. That's what I meant to say. Something is nothing. That doesn't make sense. So yeah, I sent that over. It's like $15. I'm not sending like a million or anything like that, but I'll send you some because I'm not. I want to make sure that I'm, taking the original amount that I had and I'm gaining whatever I can gain off that original amount. So, Happy New Year, my PA brother. Love, peace, and chicken grease from Lehigh Valley. The 2023 is LUNC's year. I agree, and yes, I love Pennsylvania. I don't know if I would ever move. I feel like we don't have any natural disasters or anything. Knock on wood, right? We see everything everywhere else, but we don't have it. So happy with that. But yes, I think 2023 is going to be huge for Terra Luna Classic. I just hope that we can steer it in the right direction because this is the thing. Like we pick a lot of positions that have a ton of variables. And those variables, will be volume, will be burns, will be path forward, right? Because we choose which way it goes, and depending on where we feel like, what we feel like is most important, people will lean that way, and that's why you see people lean the way of, utility. When I talk about how utility is probably not the most important piece, for the future it is, but for right now, I don't think it's the most important thing. And some people will be like, "Oh, well, you're dumb for saying that you just want burns and it's just a get rich quick scheme." And no, it's not. The point about investing or having any type of investment, right? Whether it's a stock position, whether it's a business or you're investing into a cryptocurrency or whatever, is you see what the majority of people are investing for, and then you feed into that, right? Because if you're looking for, let's say, the investment to increase, majority of people that are looking for the investment to increase, probably 90% of people that are investing into this are doing it for the gain, then you find a way to give them that gain, right? As fast as possible, right? Because you're getting the popularity as that gain is coming on, and people are telling other people. Word of mouth is, really, really quick in this community. So it's like, oh, I've gained $30,000 from this, or I gained 70,000%. Word of mouth travels very, very quickly, or information travels very quickly, and you're going to see more and more people that FOMO into it because there's an opportunity, and there's more of an opportunity. And then when you see that max opportunity for the gain side of things, you create utility based off of what you have. So if you had all of this community pool, LUNC building up, and it's worth so much more, well, now you can take a portion of that and you can spend it on things that you really wanted to spend it on to improve the community because it's worth so much, right? So there's so many ways of looking at it, but some people just don't understand looking at it this way versus looking at it like a business. They're trying to make everything like a stock when it's not, right? The cryptocurrency is not tied to any type of P&L, usually, unless you have an exchange token, which still isn't tied to any type of P&L really. So you don't have to sell a product and have financial statements based on that. You have to have utility eventually, or some sort of popularity to build utility. It's a different way of looking at it, and people keep on looking at it like it needs some sort of substance right now, and it doesn't. It needs substance in the future, but it doesn't need substance right now. That's what people don't understand. They're always trying to compare it like, oh, when I invest into the stock market, this is what happens. Well, this is not the freaking stock market. It's not even close to it. So like I always have trouble explaining it to people that way, because once you see it that way, you start investing in it differently, and you start making money from it, and then finding the right investments for the future. Because I invest in everything for gain in the cryptocurrency market. However, I have certain amounts that I plan on holding for a long-term play in it. Ethereum, I hold 6. I know that Ethereum will have a larger gain, and I plan on collecting my initial investment when it does get to about $3,000, $4,000, selling about two or three, and then leaving the rest in there, or sorry, no, 1 or 2, and then leaving the rest in there, which I would have, 4 more in there. And then that would be for the long-term gain of things, where it's going to go, maybe 10,000, maybe 20,000. I don't know, but it's leaving some in there. And then as it starts to hit some of those other prices, I take some more out. So I took my $6,000, $8,000 out right in the beginning with the 1 or 2 that I'm selling. And then I see it go up to $10,000 per coin. I take out another coin. That's a total of $16,000 or $18,000 that I gained from Ethereum while still having Ethereum in there. The long-term play is still there. So that's my overall plan with a lot of positions, is to collect my initial investment, collect major profit, and then leave the rest in there for a long-term play, depending on what it could be. So again, there's so much to learn within crypto, and there's so much to learn from me, but I know for a fact that I don't look at this the same way as the stock market. Sorry. Give me a second. All right. Do you think LUNC will ever actually hit $1? So I think it can. Do I think it will? So I'm trying to think the way the community is trending, like, will we get there? $1 is tricky. $1 would be that we have to burn off basically all of this supply. We have to burn it down less than 1 trillion. We have to get it to probably a level of under 100 billion as well. So It's definitely tricky. I would say, I do believe that we can. I'm just not. I'm not so sure that we will. It's still not 100% clear. Um, I think there's definitely a path, but it's whether we take that path or not. And it doesn't look like we are taking that path. We gotta apply pressure to some of these CEXs to burn down the supply, because the CEXs hold all the power. That's where all of the volume is. And that's why I keep saying it. And it's not hurting anybody to get them to do it. This is why I don't understand why some people do not support what I'm doing with the whole reaching out to CEXs and getting them to agree, because it doesn't hurt anybody. If CEXs decide to do this 0.2% burn or a higher percent burn, it doesn't hurt anyone. It does nothing but help. Help us. My voice is starting to go out. It does nothing but help us in the end. So that's why I don't understand why people wouldn't support that. So if we keep having resistance away from trying to apply pressure to some of these exchanges, then no, I don't think we're going to have that happen. But getting to some of these levels of anything less than $1, 1 cent, maybe 10 cents, yeah, we could see some of the burning that we're doing affect it and get to a lot of these levels. Because again, a 1 cent price is a $60 billion market cap. So if we get this down to a 1 trillion supply, 1 trillion supply, we can look at 1 cent at a $10 billion market cap, or multiply that by 6, looking at 6 cents. So yeah, I think it can happen. We just need a path to get there, and those variables to kind of go in our favor. When do you think they will remove LUNC from the circulating supply, or circulating supply that FTX lost in bankruptcy? So when do I think they will remove it? So they're not going to remove the LUNC. They will liquidate it. So they're not going to remove the supply, because that supply is still worth money, and they're going to sell it for a certain amount of money in order to pay off debts and stuff like that. That's how really bankruptcy works. A certain bankruptcy will work that way. So, I think they're not going to be releasing that from circulating supply or releasing it from the overall supply. But I think, I mean, I don't know what else to add to that. $1 by 2025? I hope so. Somebody said in the comment section that this is the year of hope. And I think it is the year of hope, when we're hoping that the overall market decides to, increase, or we can get it to increase. Man, I never thought you was dumb when you say stuff like that. But I do think it's wrong, because people coming into crypto will hear that and jump on a project that may or may not go up. What? Just thinking it's a very bad for the crypto community, retailers, when YouTubers/influencers pump and give unknown hype into a project they have stake. Utility matters more, and now and in 5 years or 10 years. So I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. Utility does matter in the long term. And we all understand that. It's just like if you do want to compare it to a business in any way, you can say that a startup of a business, they don't care about profits at all. They care about establishing the connection with the community, establishing the connection within the industry. And they know that they're going to lose money for the first 2 years. Sometimes it's even more than that. But the point is that they establish a relationship with customers. They establish a relationship with people, and seeing that the business can work. But, what we're doing in the crypto market is we understand that a project can have the ability to create utility, but the only way it can create utility is if it has the hype in the beginning. That's what I'm saying, is that right now, it's not about utility because there's no official utility for anything besides, let's say, Ethereum and BNB, the things that, while we're trading, we know that if we're forced to trade or if we want to trade in the crypto market, a lot of times we're paying fees, on a decentralized platform, in Ethereum or BNB or whatever that cryptocurrency is. That's a form of utility. But everything else, we're not seeing any type of major utility that's hitting mainstream, right? So whether we're talking about, NFTs that give us major utility, or we're talking about different cryptocurrencies that we can use for payment, nobody wants to spend their investment in order to buy something else, right? People know what happened to the person that spent 10,000 Bitcoin on a pizza, and now what that 10,000 Bitcoin would be worth. So nobody wants to do something like that. That's where it starts to get iffy. So I'm not saying that it's all just a crazy pump and dump. It's not. Every single project is about creating the most popularity that you can to eventually create utility. So we established the utility now, but it's not the complete message, right? Establishing the community is the complete message. Again, let's compare it to car industry. It's about establishing the connection before the investment or before the gains that you have. The car company or the car dealership cares more about you than they do about the car that you're buying, because they know that if you buy a car, you will buy a car now, you will buy a car then, you will buy a car next year, you will buy a car next year, and you're basically stuck for 10, 20 years with that brand. I could tell you, I've been with Kia since I started driving, and the reason is because they've been, everything that I've done has been great. I've gone through buying, a Kia Optima, a hybrid Kia Optima, Kia Sportage, and now I have a Kia Sportage again. So it's something, and we want to go into getting into Kia Telluride, but we've heard some issues that Kia Telluride has been having. So I am sticking with that brand, just like people will do the same thing here. They're trying to establish that connection to say, hey, this is a popular cryptocurrency or the most popular cryptocurrency. Now we establish utility. That utility doesn't become mainstream until about maybe a year or two. And then you can start to, I think that 2023 or 2024 will be the year of utility. Don't get me wrong. So establishing it is always great, but putting all your eggs into this basket without focusing on what the people want or the investors want from the beginning is not the way about it. So that's the way that I feel, and I respect your opinion. I respect everybody's opinion, but I just wanted to break that down a little bit more and where my head is. FTX is locked up for like 2 years. So yeah, then that's that. Matt, I love how I love your videos, and I try to check in every day, wondering if you are giving away any Luna T. I'm a big believer in it, and would love to hold more coins. Yeah, I mean, I do give away Luna T now. It depends. There are days when I will, and days when I don't. A lot of days that I don't. But I'm not going to give away all the Luna T that I have. But I am going to give away quite a bit. I've already given away about 20 million. And I'll continue to give some away, but just not today. Matt, can you please check this golden ball coin, GLB? Yeah. So currently this is at 0.00007896. We're seeing a total supply of about 60 billion. So it's not horrible. Obviously you want to see what's going to happen and where the markets are and how much volume you are seeing, because right now you're not seeing a ton of volume. But total in self-reported circulating supply, you're looking at about 33% of the overall supply that is there, seeing about 20.7 billion coins, which again, 33% is not something I like to see because it's a heavy amount of dilution you can have. You can basically dilute it by half and then dilute it by half again. You can dilute it by 66% basically. And seeing this decreased a hell of a lot. However, it is at a very low point, seeing it at a $1.6 million market cap. Volume that you're seeing is $129,000, which comes across how many markets? Just PancakeSwap. That's crazy to see $124,000 in just PancakeSwap. Is this something that's sort of newish or not? If we look at all data, this was created, I guess, or at least launched on CoinMarketCap in November. We did see it drop consistently. Maybe it's because they were adding on coins as time went on, and I don't know if they're still doing that, but you have seen this absolutely skyrocket in the last couple of days from this low level of 0.0000001, adding 5 zeros and 1 5, and now you're seeing this with a zero that had taken away. And I don't know what's the reason as to why you are seeing this larger increase, because it's not only 100%, you're looking at about 1,000%, and you're seeing the volume up 106%. What's the historical data on this? Historical data, the day before, you see January 1st 105, December 31st 63. So you're seeing this in the tens of thousands of percent. Tens of thousands of dollars that it is gaining. I would say it needs more markets. I don't know of everything of like what it does and why it is something that has been moving lately. But we'll have to dive into that a little bit more. Let's look into some of the detail here. You have about 6,172 holders within it. If you go into who's holding the most, you have a dead address. So it looks like 20.3 billion is actually in the dead address, which is a good thing. That means that instead of being diluted by 66%, you can only be diluted by, you can be diluted by 50% because you still have a certain amount that's out there. 1% in a larger wallet here. You do have Golden Ball token. I don't know why we're seeing 26 billion here, which is 43% of the overall supply. So that's something I would question a little bit. You do have some higher wallets, which is not crazy because it's only one that's over 1%. Everything else is below that 1% mark. So it doesn't look like any type of a rug pull there. So yeah, I would just question, what is this larger increase? Just people buying, or is it something else related to it? Because it doesn't have a lot of markets to where you can see a crazy amount of buying that's happening there. So it's interesting. It's interesting and definitely could have some potential. It's just there's some open-ended questions, I would say. It definitely has a lot of potential, but again, the open-ended questions for me. We got to lose 1-0 just for the feeling. I would agree. Is there any chance that that it will temporarily remove from the circulating supply until the bankruptcy? No. There shouldn't be any chance that it's removed from the circulating supply. Just because it's locked up, that's not. No, it's not going to happen. Kia's OP. Respect. Well, thanks. Hardest decision I have to make every day is I'm going to buy CRO or LUNC for that day. I hear you. I mean, there's definitely other opportunities that I've been kind of blind to in the past maybe couple of months because I've been seeing opportunities in the positions that I hold, and I don't want to over diversify. However, this one of the positions that I actually hold, I see as a larger opportunity that I may have to get into for a quicker gain. Hey, bro, I've been waiting for another live stream to update you. I was able to get into my Terra station and got my 15 million LUNC back. My Lunatics Exodus NFTs, try recover wallet instead of import. So yeah. So I got all of mine, right? I also was able to link my new wallet directly on my phone again And I was having an issue because I kept putting my seed phrase in for my private key when my private key needed to go in order to recover my wallet. So that's definitely an issue. So I have to make sure I have my private key as well as my seed phrase, because you're asked for the key and not the phrase. I don't know why I saw phrase, but I was putting it in the wrong way. So if I am recovering a wallet, it's a different story. If I'm importing a wallet, then I'm looking for my my key. I'm glad to hear that you got it back. That situation must suck. Happy for you, my brother. Yeah, I'm happy that you got it back too. Hi, Matt. I've entered crypto in October and love it. Learning a lot. You are one of the greatest, one of my greatest mentors. And keep up the good job, and have a great year. Thank you for saying that. That means a lot because I try my hardest to be as transparent as possible. I know there's no one else out there, like literally no one else out there, that's giving you their own portfolio, showing you things within their portfolios and all that stuff, showing you their complete investments, being as transparent as I am. And I don't know for what reason why they aren't. I understand. I guess people don't want to show their investments, and they want to be as transparent as they can outside of actually showing you what they're investing into, which is crazy because how are you going to show any type of success that you have without showing your investments? The most profitable day traders will show you that they are profitable, will show you that they're doing that live. Like I've gone on Discord and showed people what I've made in a day, like how much I've accepted in a day when I'm done trading for the day, how much I've lost in a day. Like there's so much transparency that comes from my side, that like I'm just shocked that others don't want to be as transparent, especially if they're in the investment space where they have to kind of prove themselves, um, and in this last year, it's not difficult or it's not easy at all. I've shown how difficult it has been, sort of breaking even for this whole entire year, which I feel like is a success. Breaking even in general is fantastic. How far crypto has dropped, and you're able to hold on to a lot of your wealth or hold on to a lot of what you have. It's insane. I think I started with like 40 or 30, no, $27,000. Yes, I've made investments along the way, but I'm pretty much at, if not a little bit higher than break even at a market that's down 70+%. So I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. Hey Matt, loving the content. It seems you are slowly losing confidence in LUNC. Is it true? No, I would say that I've definitely lost a little bit of confidence from the beginning, because when you first get into something, right, you understand what the path could be. No, we haven't taken a path yet. We as a community have come together and said, look, we know that this is an opportunity. I said it from the beginning, this is an opportunity. Everybody else followed me. Now anybody else is getting more views than me. It's okay. I just want to let people know that I started this being an opportunity, showing the percentage that you can gain from the beginning. I'm the one that started that. So I just want to let you know that I invested at the bottom while everybody else invested maybe a little bit higher than that, or a little bit before that. I invested exactly, or pretty much very, very close to the bottom. So knowing where we can go from there, I knew that there was no place that we can go but up, especially with the fact that cryptocurrency doesn't actually die. It's always going to be here. Whether it decreases in price and goes down to a lower level, yeah, but it's never going to 100% die. Squid coin is still out there. Everything is still here. So there's still an opportunity. Now, I knew that there was a community behind it and people that were willing to see this thing rise, and people that were willing to invest and kind of average down and all of that stuff. So my confidence was sky high then. you know, I knew the only place you can go is up, and the path forward would have been amazing if we would have taken it the right way. Now, we started off right, where we were like, all right, 1.2%, let's take this that way. And then the community started to get divided, right? We started to say, all right, 1.2% is not working after 3 weeks of running. Then people were like, all right, we need to focus on utility because we have the popularity right now. But we don't have all the popularity. You don't just try and take advantage of a situation and build a business to take advantage of the community, right? That's what those people tried to do. Then you have, you know, leaders within it that are making decisions that are pushing us every which way possible. So yes, confidence did decrease a little bit from where it was in the beginning, but I still have confidence in what you can gain with Terra Luna Classic. I still know that people will gain something with Terra Luna Classic. It's just depending on how much. Matt, lead the way for sure, as he often does. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, I think my confidence is still there. It's not as sky high as it was in the beginning, but it definitely is still there. You're a top G. You can't say that on YouTube, apparently. They're demonetizing channels that say anything in the form of top letter that comes before H. I think it comes before H. Yes. I had to do that in my head. Why? So yeah. Or if you say his actual name, I don't know if you know who I'm talking about. From what I heard and what I saw, YouTube is demonetizing people for that. Chevy fan, I was actually thinking about getting some XRP. Might have to get at least 1K. I haven't actually bought. I bought XRP like twice, and it was for day trades. XRP may be a good play for a longer term position. I think there are some better opportunities and gains. However, you never know. You never know where this is going to go. It could go well above $100 billion market cap and be worth a hell of a lot. But right now, it's already at a $17.3 billion market cap. If I see anything that's in like the upper billions, you know, BNB was probably the only one that I bought that I felt as though it can go a lot higher than where it is, right? Because you see it at a $40 billion market cap. I buy it there at a $40 billion market cap. Really only you would think is the ceiling is just something that can double or triple. But it does have a higher ceiling than that, depending on what BNB can all be used for. And right now, it sort of has one of the best use cases within crypto, which is, you know, gas fees. You know, you're paying fees associated with anything on the Binance Smart Chain network, right? So you have that use case behind it. All day. Do you hold XRP? I don't hold any XRP right now. Where did this Coinbase rumor start for LUNC? Where everything else starts, Twitter. You know that we will see Coinbase list on the 3rd, or an announcement of some sort. One more day to find out if the Coinbase rumor is true or not. It's true. Yeah. We will definitely have a live stream tomorrow to talk about it. This is going to be the second ad that I played on this video, guys. I get no type of revenue from these live streams. I used to get more revenue from the live streams because you would have, you know, 1,000 people here or 2,000 people here. But now we do not have that. Not even close. Yeah, I had more people with Dogecoin than anything. Speaking of revenue, Richie's Plain Talk, thank you for that $50 super chat. I swear, like all of the revenue from the live streams just come from Rich. Matt, if you would have followed your idea, if they would have followed your idea for LUNC from the start, we would all be wealthy, and I truly believe that. I do believe that as well, and I don't mean that to be like cocky at all and say like, oh, I was just completely right. Um, no, I just think if we wanted to maintain popularity and actually build on popularity as well as build utility, we could do all of these things together. We didn't have to go heavy on trying to build businesses to feed off of this hype. We didn't have to. And I think everybody always goes to that point. They're like, hey, if I have a following, I need to build a business. You got to take it. You got to take it to the Facebook approach. When Facebook was actually making decent decisions and not just taking everybody's data and all that stuff. You got to take it the Facebook approach when they started. Facebook, they wanted to build the best thing possible, and they didn't offer any type of monetization or ads, for their platform in the beginning. They just wanted to build and build and build, and that's what we could have done. We could have pitched the fact that we have the burns that are going through. We could push through to these CEXs to make sure they do the 1.2%. Then eventually utility can be built on the chain. If you have it established and ready to launch, once the burn tax goes away, it's not going to hurt you. We're going to see a lot of utility on chain. We're going to see a lot of utility, through buying and selling Terra Luna Classic. There's so much that we could have done, but we tried to rush it. We tried to jump on this opportunity to make the businesses behind it, or the people behind these D apps, more wealthy. And we wanted to make everybody in the community wealthy, but we decided to push it because we wanted this to happen, because that's what they put into our heads. Oh, utility is 100% where we need to be at. And yes, establishing it is great, but trying to push 7 different forms of utility within the Luna community, or try and adhere to change the chain based on what the D apps want, that's not the way that you work. The D apps, the businesses, adhere to what the chain wants. The CEXs should adhere to what the chain wants. Because the project is the end all be all, right? It was created, and you build based off of what it is. We don't change the project based off of what you want to build. Like, that's stupid. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Matt, you were completely right about the route of LUNC. Should have taken, and we would be in a much better situation. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. I think we can still find a way to get on some sort of path to get us to where we want to get to. I just feel like with everything that we could have done from the beginning, we would have gotten to where we needed to get to faster. 6 months down the line, 7 months down the line, we could have been in a way better situation, supply-wise, even utility-wise, validator-wise. I really don't think we need a crazy amount of. Well, I mean, new validators are okay, but just sole validators, not people that are YouTubers. No offense. I think Happy Caddy Crypto does a great job, and I don't know how he does it, but he does a great job, and that's why I'm staked with him. Question: If the restructuring of our gas fees are going to send a percentage of all transactions to be burned, then we won't have to worry about CEXs and the additional burns. So no, that's not true. If we restructure all of our gas fees that are going to send a percentage of all transactions to be burned, then so this is where we struggle with it. So I understand where you're coming from. I think to where you're like, all right, if we take a percentage of all transactions to be burned, that's only coming out of the people that have their money go through the chain. If the money does not go through the chain, then we're trying to take a percentage out of money really that isn't there. So let's say we have $100,000, or let's say $100 million that goes through off chain, and we have $1 million that goes through on-chain. We can't take 10% or 1% of that, because 1% of 100 million is 1 million. So we would have to take all of those transactions, everything that happened within there, and we would have to burn that off, which we can't do because that's people's money. Now, if you're taking a percentage of all the transactions, I understand where you're coming from if we had a way to do that, because they're doing that with burns. But that's depending on how much is sent to the burn wallet. Because when it's sent to the burn wallet, it's happening on chain, so we can restructure that. But if it's not being sent directly on chain, we can't restructure it. So I understand where you're coming from. It's a great thought. It is a really, really great thought. But since it's not flowing through the chain, it's only flowing through off chain. We can't find a way to restructure it unless it somehow hits the chain every single time. So and anyone else who has heard me talk knows how I feel about Do Kwon. Where else can or should we stake? He is still TFL. Yeah, true. I mean, that's a difficult one, right? You can stake on Binance. That's off chain. I believe you can stake on Binance, but if you're in PA, I don't even think we have the ability to buy it. If you're in United States, I don't think we have the ability to buy it on Binance.us. So we can't stake it on Binance.us either, even if we can buy it. But they do offer staking, I believe, on Binance in general, but we don't have access to that. So I'm not sure that there's another option. However, they can't, even though it is, you are staking it on TerraStation, they can't take your money. It's on the blockchain, right? You can see, validators do something with it, but Do Kwon's not going to come out and take your money from the chain itself, right? So they can shut down TFL all they want. They can do all that, but your money is still on the chain. Do you understand where that? Like I'm trying to paint the right picture here. So he can't take the actual money that you're staking or actual money that you have on TerraStation. He can shut down TerraStation and have a certain amount converted. Like say if you make a transaction, he can have a certain amount converted, but it's also only based on a vote if we end up doing something like that. So he can't just come out and just change it. I believe you and Claybro need a larger and more respected voice in the LUNC Twitter spaces. Right now it feels like a wild west with no common sense. I agree. I mean, I'm not a bigger voice on Twitter. I don't really post 7,000 times a day, but that's how you get more Twitter followers. If you post more, you get more followers. There are people out there that literally just post LUNC to $1 who agrees, retweet or like. And I could do that. I really could do that. And I've tried to do that, but I can't, I don't know. I can't bring myself to doing that every single second. Like I really can't. It's just it's so difficult to think that that's like content in any way. So I bring you unique situations where I'm giving you videos on explanations. I'm giving you breakdowns or maybe even just simple things that I'm saying, but it's not anything like, hey, retweet this if you believe LUNC is going to get to $1 tomorrow. Like, of course, you shouldn't have any retweets. Nobody should believe that LUNC is going to get to $1 tomorrow. People should can have hope, but no one should believe that LUNC is going to get to $1 tomorrow. So anyways, guys, I said I was going to get out of here. I'm like 7 minutes over. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Yes, and that's why I asked you these questions. But what if he gets arrested? Can they freeze all assets? No. So assets are whatever his assets are. It's different than what a business is like. So if he still has stake in TFL and can control the outcome of TFL or the decision making, it has nothing to do with your position. Your position is on chain. So they can't freeze anything that's on chain because, you know, that's you know, not controlled by him. So we control basically that, and the coding we can go through and change the coding and everything there, but he can't go and take our money, so it's not his money to take. So just like how Sam Bankman-Fried gets arrested, FTT token is still here and still will be an investment, and people will buy and sell and move all around because FTT token is its own thing. But whatever FTT token, you know, Sam Bankman-Fried holds or FTX holds will be liquidated and then go flow back to the chain. So even if he does get arrested, it's not going to affect our investments at all. Well, you'll see probably the investment side of things, like the price of it may end up getting impacted, but they won't be able to take our coins. They won't be able to take our investment. Live with Zardar this afternoon, whoever is interested. I will, what time are you doing that? Before I get off of here, Trev, what time are you doing that? Because I want to make sure that if I can do something, I can share it. You know, I feel like they should get a lot more views, especially knowing that Zardar is one of the leaders of the community. Shiba Inu keeps playing with our emotions. They never release Shibarium. I hear you. I totally hear you. Just let me know, DJ, before I get off here, like when you plan on having that live stream. Because if you tweet it out, I'll retweet it 1 o'clock. All right. I'll make sure to jot that down somewhere. I'll probably be recording videos then because Hayden goes to sleep at that time. And Harper will be down here, right behind me, usually, like playing one of her educational games. Okay, guys. Oh, it's on Twitter, not on YouTube. You're doing a Twitter Spaces. Okay, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, if you guys want to go and follow my Patreon, feel free to follow my Patreon. I just posted something. I wish that Patreon would restructure how this is, because you can't really go back and see the older videos. I wish they had like playlists that you can do. That would be freaking phenomenal. Maybe I can manage it. That might be interesting. But I wish they had like playlists that you can do. So that you can basically break down what's educational, what's more of a buy and sell post, and what's like, you know, anything, a course. It doesn't matter. But anyways, guys, like I said, hit the like button. If you want to follow me on Patreon, the link is in the description. Hit that subscribe button and follow my other channels.